So it is currently 8:07 a.m. and I woke up around 7:30ish. Just got my coffee and I'm sitting down here to, I guess, have a little morning talk. If you're wondering my voice sounds a bit harsh, it's because, I just did like 3 hours and 16 minutes of recording yesterday, and that doesn't exactly leave your voice sounding the same way that it was before you started. Basically, I just want to say some things about the fucking thing that I'm doing, the review. No, cool. A Brazilian Vienna author. Sorry, I'm just looking at my note of Senecio. But yeah, basically, the Vienna I was talking about, Road Travel, is surprisingly really intriguing. I wasn't expecting it to be, but it is. It might just be me being weird or something, but I personally find it really intriguing. My justification for that is that the entire story so far has taken place in one single room, and yet I'm still interested in seeing where it goes. Just the fact that it's still going, and it's in the same room after this long, that definitely makes me feel a bit intrigued to see where it's going, as well as just the fact that the writing has been strong enough to keep me invested this long. I will say, however, that there are many problems I have with it. Um, Mainly the way that certain sentences are written, and I know they might be American because they're not doing the British spelling of words with the S's and like realize and realization. They're not using those sort of, yeah, they're not using those. So either they're American or they're another non-native English speller, English speaker, which I don't know. But even still, they should work on fixing that, because if they're going to release a VN in English, they should try and make it the most comprehensible and understandable it can be. Which means fixing the formatting, because sometimes there was no name coming up for some of the dialogue. Other times it was the wrong name coming up for the dialogue. And the punctuation and the grammar and the spelling at times was absolutely atrocious. So, yeah, I get it, it's hard or something, but really doesn't matter. If you're going to be writing something in English, you should strive to have it be as perfect as possible. But yeah, it's not really all I want to talk about, really. I mean, I wanted to thank you guys to begin with. Well, not to begin with, but just to thank you guys in general, because I have 174 subscribers, and I never thought I'd make it this far, because I know I sound very cliche, but I'm genuinely being serious. My content is absolute dog shit, so I have no idea why any of you are watching, but cool. I mean, some of you are my friends. I mean, a few of you are my friends. I know that much. But, you know, I mean, Fadi, Ezra, Daniel, they're all watching, I think. But yeah, lots of people. I just have lots of people sub to me now, more than I could ever hope to meet. Isn't that interesting? Genuinely, I don't, I'd never be able to meet 174 people in my lifetime and get to know them well, so, this is kind of like a great substitute, I would say. That's a funny video title. Is Hollywood finally ditching the activism? Are you a retard? Well, no, you're not a retard. Critical drinker, I know you're not, so you're being a bit dumb there. No, they're never ditching it. Not until they finally realize that they're not making money from it anymore. Sorry, I'm just browsing the interwebs as I speak. But yeah. So, I mean, some of you know at least that I am a furry, and if you didn't know that, then I don't know how you're watching this and not knowing that with all the furry VN readings I do. But, currently in the process of creating the life story of a new persona, because this one lives in the 17th century, which means that he's obviously dead by today's standards. But that's a whole nother issue. Motherfuck. No. Right, it's fucking Thursday, of course. It's fucking Thursday, October 27th, of course they're gonna be taking kids to school. I'm 20 now, by the way, in case you didn't know that somehow. But yeah, basically this new persona, his name is Louis Bautista, and he's a French-Russian boyo who also happens to be a polymath. Colfe, wake up juice. Fortunately for him, he's gay in the 17th century, and that obviously causes a shit ton of issues in his life. He's particularly into the humanities, such as literature, philosophy, and linguistics. He's with his family in Avrin. That's probably how I say it, but oh well, who fucking cares? Where his father is a minor lord. He has a strong relationship with his mother, while his father and brother loathe him for being too feminine for their tastes. E.g., he's now in the woods hunting or other masculine traits. He's also had an affinity with the great writers and philosophers of old, seeing in himself the same question to the world as he sees it. And he's also quite the decent writer, as he's been writing since his early teenage years when his father sent him to work at a monastery, before he took him back home for daring to acclimate to his surroundings, aka he wanted to continue living there and work as an ecclesiastical man. Since then, he's gotten better at pretending to be the man his father wants him to be, while during his free time he sneaks into local village of his lover Philip. During one of these trips, he had a world-shattering realization where he found he could no longer believe in God. It wasn't as if he actively tried to, it just happened one day as if someone had flipped a switch in his mind. This caused him to spiral into a depression very quickly as he attempted to find some other way to view the world or restore his faith in God. This was when he finally became a firm believer in absurdism, long before Camus ever thought the concept into existence. Yeah, that's all. I mean, honestly, that's all I really have for now. But I'm trying to find some way to continue that and expand on his life story more than just that, because, yeah, I don't know what else to say, honestly. I don't know. I guess thanks for listening to me ramble on about senseless garbage for like 9 minutes now. See ya.